Hey, welcome to One Touch Talk. I'm your host, Ty Martin. Today we're filming out in front of BJ's in Park City parking lot. I have a guest today, and she's going to do some speaking, and I'm going to do a little bit in between. When you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mary.
So today, the topic is love is hard to find. And Mary has her outtakes on it, and so do I. So, Mary, you want to share something?
Okay, so pretty much I was talking with Ty yesterday at AT&T just about how hard it is going online and meeting someone who's actually legit. It's hard to find somebody who tells the truth on their profile.
Right.
If they're actually looking for someone who for long term or they're just the hookup. So I guess I'm wondering if anyone else is having that issue.
So if you want to do that, what advice would you have for them versus because we're going to talk about two other things on this. I know it's one touch, but it's one touch on those and it's still the same category. So what advice would you have for them on that?
I guess more so being upfront from the get-go. I know it's scary, knowing what to talk about in the beginning and not getting too serious in the beginning, but
Correct.
More so just being communicative of that in the beginning.
Okay. So definitely communication is the key. Women and men do this. They lie on their profiles. A lot of people are out there trying to find love, and they're looking for their soulmate. They're looking for the person they're ready to make the next move, to live their life with and have a good time. And yet we have people out there that lie on profiles or basically just like, hey, I want this. They say enough to get where they want. And like I said, women and men do this, so it's one of those things. Another thing we had discussed as well was the first date. If you do get those first dates, within that first date, you should know what you want out of that relationship. I think so, because we're in the 20th century right now, and a lot of people are being more upfront about themselves and stuff like that. Anything you had to say about that, Mary?
Yeah, and I've pretty made it clear to the guy that I like to have that first encounter. I pretty much know from the get-go if we have chemistry or not within those first couple hours. If we don't, I'm pretty much upfront, hey, it was nice meeting you, but at the same time.
So what are some of the things would you want to discuss on the first date? Say, for instance, if sex came up right away in the date, what would you say?
I guess I would make it apparent that, yes, that I'm a sexual person, that I'm interested at some point, but that's not what I'm looking to. If you're just looking for a hookup, then that's not what this is going to be.
Right.
At least from my perspective. If that's what you're looking for, great. Again, communication being key. You need to make everything up front. So.
Yep, I couldn't agree with that more. Once you make everything up front and establish that's what you want to grow towards that, and leave that for a surprise. It's like Christmas. Just because it's December 1st, you don't start opening up gifts immediately. You have to wait. It's one of those. We have to wait. The best things in life are worth waiting for. So the other subject we had to talk about, that was a quick subject on that one, was friends with benefits as well within this. So I myself experienced that people, when going on a first date, they want to be friends, but they want to have benefits involved. And we all know, we say, hey, it's just sex, but we know sex come with feelings, with emotions. What about you, Mary?
Yeah, and I just feel like you should know that from the get-go, that whether you know personally that you will not get attached, you have to know at some point, majority of the people that you're going to have sex with, they're going to catch feelings.
Right.
So I think you should be considerate of that fact, and you should really talk before you fully go into it, because regardless, somebody's going to end up getting hurt.
It's almost like you need a contract drawn up to say, hey, this is what this is. We don't go out past any other boundaries. Other than that, it's one of those things where you need to come to that understanding. Communication is the key, and being upfront with what you want makes things a lot easier. So on that note, I want to say, I want to thank Mary for sitting down and having this discussion with me. It was, a great idea that she came through. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the interview inside of BJ's like I wanted to, so we had to do it in the parking lot in my truck, which is horrible. But we do what we have to do to make things work. So I'm Ty Martin with One Touch, and I'm gonna sign off here. And like I say, you see me out, talk to me. You want to say bye, Mary?
Bye, Mary.